Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on the defensive side of the ball, looking at big nickel over G here, looking at strong safety linebacker blitz. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to make some adjustments to it, but it turns into a pretty good blitz here. We're going to have everybody going out on routes, and this is the second video of the day. I just want to shout that out. We missed a video Wednesday. We missed videos all last week, but that's besides the point. I addressed that in the makeup for Wednesday video from earlier today, I should say. So that was an offensive tip that should be uploaded Wednesday. Here we are, second video of the day, should be uploaded later on in the day. But as for the scheme here, as for the blitz, strong safety linebacker blitz is what we're going to be on in defense here. It doesn't really matter on O. We'll just have, like I said, everybody come out on routes. Doesn't really matter where the ball actually is today. So that's actually nice, being on the defense side of the ball. Love being on defense. And I really like this blitz too. We're going to be sending 5 guys here, and we're going to be getting some kind of edge to B gap pressure, depending on how Madden feels on that particular play, how the game feels on that particular play. So always, I like to have a baseline defense here. I do that manually, I guess. And the linebacker is going to be blitzing to the opposite side of, you know, who would be your strong safety in this defense. That's why it's called this big nickel over G. This is the over G part of it. So, okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to blitz the opposite linebacker here that would be in man coverage, Willie Gay in this situation, and we're going to we're going to user control Nick Bolton, whatever that means, right? But you have to remember, you're user controlling. Sam Laporta is your guy, right? I mean, I put him in a mid read, but effectively I am as the user. You can user whoever, but I'm going to user a linebacker. You are effectively in man coverage, so you have to kind of remember that. Next thing we're going to do is going to be crash D-line down. I don't know if it matters. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I get mixed results both ways. I just crash it down for that consistency part of the defense at least. So, and then you can drop out this sixth guy, this sixth blitzer, just because Madden kind of dumbs out. Of course, with slides and stuff like that, you know, having that sixth guy is, you know, maybe you don't want to drop him out every time. Maybe you spy him, you know, depending on the quarterback. I'm just going to drop him out to a flat, just kind of simulate that. So we have 5 guys, 3 down linemen, our strong safety, and our linebacker. We'll just kind of show you what this looks like. Of course, I'm not going to be throwing the ball. Everybody going out on routes. You see, we get the looper. We're only sending 5. We're dropping everybody else in coverage. You know, we're dropping 6 in coverage. That's not a bad scheme for a blitz, right? Set that up again, super duper quick. We'll spy him this time. You know, do that to Bolton, and wrong way. And we'll blitz our other linebacker here, right? Same setup with a spy. Show you it again. Blitz comes in. Here we get actually the B gap. That's perfect. That's why I said you get that B gap, you get that edge heat. It's somewhere in the mix. You literally just saw it. I don't have a percentage on it, but I'm going to say it's 50-50. But it's still, regardless, whether you get it up that B gap, whether you get it up, get it off the edge, doesn't really matter necessarily. Still does the same thing. The effectiveness is, you know, effectively the same. And I do want to talk about this blitzer. Well, of course, my linebacker isn't going to align for me anyway. I do want to talk about this nickel defender here on this side. He doesn't always become in the same position unless you, if you base align and then you press, he's going to be in this position here. If you base align, if you're in a baseline defense and you press, he is going to go here. That is going to make this blitz the best it can be. Okay, that's going to get you the most. Of course, as I'm saying that, it gets picked up. Always a caveat, because we're on the internet. This isn't going to come in 100% of the time. Every time you call this, it's not going to end up in a sack. Every time you call this, it's not going to end up in a free rusher. Okay, so you have to call this at timely situations. You know, use the defense effectively, all that good stuff. Okay, now that that's out of the way. That is going to be the most effective spot that he can blitz from, right? He's close to the line of scrimmage. He can get there faster. He can either take up a blocker or he gets to the quarterback faster, whatever the case is. Okay. You don't want to press every single time, right? So sometimes this nickel defender is going to line up here, you know, maybe more in the slot, maybe even over the slot defender. That is okay. You know, there's just more of a likelihood that you're going to get that edge pressure instead of a B gap. So like I said, that's okay. That's cool. You know, we'll kind of line them up over here, and we'll probably get that looper. Set up the defense the same way. Have Willie Gay blitzing. I don't have Willie Gay blitzing, and I don't have him dropping. Okay, this kind of, you know, that's the same deal. Only blitzing 5. You're more likely to get this looper right around the edge like that. Almost got the B gap. Almost got the B gap. But you see, you're more likely to get the looper. That's really all it is. But the blitz itself, really, really good. Big nickel over G has been my favorite defense for, I'm not even sure, the last at least 2 or 3 years. And it's just such a good defense. Of course, running it with auto flip on, you know, lining your strong defender, your strong safety, your nickel defender in this case, you know, to that strong side of the offense, to the side of the tight end, you know, whatever that is being able to run this both ways, being able to adjust both ways is something to think about as well. So really nice blitz, super simple blitz, but it's kind of an exotic look. You know, you're doing sort of almost like a simulated pressure, you know, with the 5 guys there, almost like a simulated pressure, but you're sending 5, so it is a blitz, and just really nice. I really like mixing this up. Of course, it's easy to get. It's not easy, but it's this read, this edge defender, this you know, this nickel defender is a lot of the things that you do out of this nickel defense, this big over G. A lot of it does come from that, you know, so they do have an eye on him, but it's just a really good blitz. I really like mixing it into the scheme, and just having another way to get to the quarterback is always a good thing, and out of a nickel defense that you're probably going to be running anyway. So really like this one out of big nickel over G and out of the defense side of the ball. We'll be back on schedule here, still working on the gameplay, you know, for our scheme builders, our scheme builder stuff, but we'll get that out eventually. At least the 2 schemes going forward here, and you know we'll work on the gameplays from there on out. Try to make it the best it can be. But hope you guys do tune in for the offense side, defense side of the ball tips every single week. And yeah, appreciate you guys checking out the channel, coming back to the channel, all that good stuff. And yeah, hope to catch you guys in the next one.